it's Presley at ActOutGames.com here, and today is Saturday on the Comic-Con, and it is the crazy day, so it's a good day to kind of avoid the expo hall and just go do some other things. So today we're going to be starting off by doing an interview with Rhys Davies, which I'm really excited about, and then we're going to be going to do some more kids-proud things, and then we're going to go and highlight some kids-friendly panels, kind of sticking with the kids-friendly theme. Today is also a really good day to see lots of really cool cosplayers, because a lot of people will only buy tickets for today because it's Saturday. So today we're going to be doing some cosplayer interviews, as well as we're going to be doing a cosplay scavenger. Cosplay scavenger hunt is you put a list of cosplayers that you want to see together, and then you go out and see if you can find them. We usually have a default list of every year that we are going to go and try and find. This year we're looking for any Overwatch cosplayers because I've gained a small obsession with it. Also any Hunter x Hunter cosplayers, and we are also looking for anything internet or YouTube based. Those are a little bit more rare finds. We used to have Bleach, Undertale, all sorts of things that you can find very easily now, but we just have a little bit of rare things on our scavenger hunt list today. So I'm here with Rhys Davies, and he is well known for his roles as Saw in Indiana Jones and Gimli in The Lord of the Rings, and I am very excited to be talking to him today. So let's start with our first question. So I've watched a lot of your interviews in preparation for this, and I want to ask new questions, kind of like follow-ups to the ones that you've been asked before in the interviews, so I don't ask you questions you've been asked 1,000 times before. Right. So you say the world is changing and you're concerned about it. I am too, and kids like me will be in charge someday. What advice do you have for me and my peers?
Find a new planet, quickly.
Probably so. We need to go.
The truth is, your generation will not make the same mistakes as my generation, but I fear that you'll probably make an entirely new set of mistakes. Sometimes we just have to live and try and correct the messes we make as we go along. But it's not the smart way. Thank you for giving me the best prepared, the most penetrating questions, and the most delightful interview experience that I think I've ever had.
Thank you so much. So Shaytards is going to be doing a reading of these superhero girls, which I'm really excited about. So I'm going to sit down and take a look at what she has to read.
Shay Fontana, let's hear it for Shay. And we also have Susan Eisenberg. And Susan makes her living reading. And you may not recognize Susan sitting up here, but you may know some of the work that she's done. Any Justice League fans out there? Justice League Unlimited? Ladies and gentlemen, she's Wonder Woman. I know, how cool is that?
Cheetah and I used to be friends. Well, not friends. Snarl. But if I saw her at Capes and Powell's cafe after school, I'd probably have waved. French. But now I must treat her as my enemy. She's fast. But I'm a little faster. Hey, not fair. Sorry, Cheetah. As they say, all is fair in love and war.
Okay, so we're here with our friend Stanyan, and we are getting our annual zombie portrait. We get one every Comic-Con, and it's really cool. You can see me growing up through these little portraits of me as a zombie, and we get one every year, and they're just really, really amazing looking, and yeah, it's just super cool to be able to see these. While we're taking a break, I'm going to give you a really quick convention tip, and it is to look through the guest list, go around and look at artists, check out their stuff, check out the shows. It's how we found the Shannara Chronicles and Dark Matter and Princeless, and all these amazing comics I wouldn't have found if I didn't go and look. All these comics and TV shows I wouldn't have found if I didn't look at the guest list, or if I didn't go around and look at the artists. So that's just a really cool tip to find something that you can join and be a part of the fandom of. Even if you're not going to the con, even if it's like San Diego Comic-Con, you can go ahead and look at the guest list and discover some new things that you might not have known before. So since we really love doing educational content, we're wrapping up the day by doing this panel, which is Game of Thrones and the historical basis. I feel out history nerded because everyone was comparing these Game of Thrones characters to where they were based off in history and all the events and what happened that was similar to it. And what they were really saying is that Game of Thrones is based off of the War of the Roses. And even though I haven't read read or watched Game of Thrones, I know a little bit about it. So I'm going to be going and studying the War of the Roses, watching the crash course video on it, and stuff like that. So yeah, it was definitely a great panel. It's really fun to hear about history from different people who have studied different things.
I want you to remember one thing about George R.R. Martin. Like he is a great writer, and like all great artists, he doesn't steal whole cloth. He borrows what he likes from one historical figure, and then he borrows something from another historical figure, and he makes them alive. I was reading the first Game of Thrones book, and I'm sorry, the second one, and Danny gets the card, and I'm like, oh, that's Constantinople. Right, because they say Carth is the center of the world. Everybody comes to Carth. And they used to call Constantinople the navel of the world. Of course, then they started calling Jerusalem the navel of the world, but regardless of that, it's a place where everybody goes. It's where all the roads, north and south, east and west, kind of meet. And one of the things I thought was interesting about Marine, I don't remember which book it was in, but it was very clear to me that the people who lived in Marine were not the people who built the city. And to me, that reminds me of the Arabs in Jerusalem, the Arabs in Cairo, the Arabs in Alexandria. Like they just take over, and there's this great stuff. They don't know how it was built. They just use it. The Black Dinner was an event where there was a major disagreement between the crown and one royal family. The king invited this noble family for a feast. Everything was fine. Everybody got drunk and had fun. I think it was the Black Douglases. And at the end of the meal, when everybody is happy and free because they've been drinking all night, guards came in, took the clan leader of the Douglases, took his brother who was second in command. They took him outside and executed him. No trial, nothing, and essentially broke this idea of hospitality. Like, if I come into your house, you are morally obligated to protect me.
They did have another step to behead them, though, which was the proper method of killing for a noble because it took less time and pain than hanging.
Yeah, but then they slaughtered everybody else in the hall. So
we're wrapping up the day. We're pretty tired and we just want to go home. So we're gonna head home and we're gonna sleep, and then we're gonna come back and hopefully we'll be really well rested, and I will stay here for most of the time. And then we'll be able to take you into the expo hall and show you some of the stuff they have to buy. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!